Welcome to the Strategic Cybersecurity channel brought to you by NKFE. If you are new to this channel, thanks for tuning in. We are diving today into one of the topic that has been already presented in some previous episode, but I want to reinforce it today because I say that this week is like our best of the various episodes. Today we're going to dive into the evolution of the CISOs. So, beginning of year 2000, that was the first generation of CISO, or I like to call them the cyber guardian. So he was the technical person who is going to lay out cyber technical control for the organization at that time. Most of organization, they were focusing on securing the perimeters. So these were the experts at that time, beginning of year 2000, I said, who were responsible for deploying firewalls, IDS, IPS. They were viewed as cybersecurity specialist, cybersecurity expert slash CISOs. First generation, technical driven CISO. They were not aware of how the business worked. All what is important was implementing security control. We say thank you to this first generation because they have laid the ground, they paved the way for the technical infrastructure we are still using today. Mid-years 2010, when regulations start to be when vertical market like healthcare and financial begin to be highly regulated, this was the birth of the second generation of CISOs. This second generation of CISOs were using framework as an external driver to lay out the cybersecurity strategy of organizations. That was the second generation of CISOs. They were a bit aware of the business of the company, but still then they cannot secure budget because they were mostly viewed as a cost center, not a profit center, and 100% of the strategy was based on external factor. What I mean by external factor here is they were compliant to standards and framework. That's the reason why we call it second generation compliance driven CISO. The third generation of CISO, with the advance of AI, blockchain, emerging technologies, with this there was a requirement of having a CISOs who can understand the business. What business are we really in? How do we make money? What are the profit center of the organization? What differentiated the business from the competitor? That are going to use internal driver to lay out a strategy and also external factors. It's a mix. So you will have for some of them, I use a mix of qualitative and quantitative when I present to executive board. So this is the third generation of CISOs. The third generation of CISOs are driving cybersecurity from a cost centers for the compliance CISO to a profit center. They use cybersecurity as a business enabler for organization. At this time, cybersecurity is going to be a driving force that is going to increase revenue and profitability for organizations. This is a quick summary of the evolution of the CISOs. Tomorrow we're going to share with you, think 5 to 6 questions, like a self-assessment for aspiring CISO that they can answer to pave the way to this exciting journey of being a CISO. Thanks for watching this episode. Until then, stay secure at the strategic level. Thank you.